But, I think we played great offensively. Bryce played really well in the game. We stopped ourselves in the red zone, fumbled the ball on the 2-yard line, get a penalty when we're down deep in the red zone, then take a sack, then miss a field goal. So, we left a lot of points, on the board where we could have put the game away. And defensively, we gave up a couple big plays, but the big thing was they're like 10 of 19 on 3rd and 4th down. So when we had opportunities to get off the field, we didn't get off the field. They extended drives, and in some cases that they led to touchdowns. So, but fake field goal on 4th down. I mean, just a lot of things that, we were trying to cover the guy, and we ran into the official. And they had run a fake field goal against LSU last week, so we actually worked on it and called the defense that we wanted to play against it, and still, got rubbed off and didn't make the play. So there's a lot of good things, and then there's a lot of things that we obviously need to fix, most of which we can fix. But I think the players have to be dedicated and determined to try to get it right so we can play better in the future. So, we won the West today, so we have an opportunity now to play in the SEC championship game. And it was a difficult, playing in the West this year was very difficult. We won some close games. We won a close game today, which the resiliency of the players contribute to that. Their competitive spirit and how much it means to them contributes to that. But we do need to fix some of the things that we're not getting correct on the field.
We'll start over here with Mike Rodak.
What did you see out of Kool-Aid after he came into the game, and just what was the situation there at corner with Josh?
I think that Kool-Aid did okay. A lot of times when they're on the other side, it's hard for me to see exactly, how they're doing. But I thought he did a pretty good job. He's gotten better all season. He's more confident. He knows what to do. He's a bright guy. He prepares well, and we have a lot of confidence in him playing, and I thought he did a pretty good job.
We'll go on the other side with Aaron.
Bryce had a historic night throwing. Can you put in perspective how difficult it is, given the kind of defense Arkansas runs from an X's and O's perspective?
Well, I think we had a really good plan on offense. We had a lot of solid runs, even though, you might say we only had whatever we had, 100 and some yards rushing, but we had a lot of situations where we put ourselves in, positive down the distance situation. When you get behind the sticks on them and they drop 8 guys, it really gets tough. But we had a good plan to attack the 8 drop. We didn't do a very good job of it in the red zone. And he made really good decisions about who to throw the ball to. And, he had several, at least 4 drops to go with. And he had a couple overthrows. But, the guy had a fantastic game, I think, and really did a good job sort of taking what they give. He's accurate with the ball. And other than a couple drops, the receivers did a really good job in the game as well.
The way that Bryce can extend plays, how do you guys coach him just from the sense of him being able to extend plays like 8-9 seconds at times?
Well, they're rushing 3 guys, which, sometimes that makes it a little easier for him to do. But he has a great knack in the pocket for where to slide, and he keeps his eyes downfield. So it's not like he's scrambling to run and looking at the rush, which I think is a real key to the drill if you're going to be a guy that's going to be a successful passer. And then he kind of knows when to tuck it and go. He's deceptively quick and has better speed than most people think. He makes a lot of really, really good plays. And he's pretty smart about getting down, so we don't want him to take, unnecessary hits. But, we scored a touchdown and got the holding penalty, which was, like 30 yards from the play. So it'd be interesting to look at that.
We'll go to pitches right with Charlie.
It looked like DJ Dale tweaked something in warm-ups. Do you have an update on him?
He did something to his knee. The MRI is fine. you know, he's had 2 surgeries on his patella tendons, and I think he scared more than anything that something happened. But it's probably too early to tell, but, you know, hopefully he'll be okay.
We'll stay on this side with Michael.
Like you won several of these games, these close games where you haven't been able to put teams away. How do you view that dynamic between winning the games but not fully, putting the other team away?
Well, you know, what I look at is how did we execute in the game? You know, what did we do in the game that kept us from putting the game away? All right, so that's the perspective that I look at it, and a lot of the things that I just talked about is why we didn't put the game away. You know, the last touchdown, 8's not supposed to be on the running back. All right, so we don't play the coverage the way it's supposed to be played. They might have scored anyway, I don't know, but you at least like to think that you're out there executing and doing what you're supposed to do. Guys don't take the right guys on slider boots. We turn people loose in man-to-man. You know, we get a penalty when we score a touchdown that would put the game away. Then we take a sack and miss the field goal. So all these things contribute to not putting the game away. So that's the kind of stuff that we need to fix, but it's also stuff that can be fixed. So we just got to keep working on it, and we got to have the players buy into what they need to do to get it fixed.
Go to the left with Drew.
Coach, I know it was his first SEC start, and you hadn't watched the film yet, but how did you think Damian George played at right tackle? You guys seemed to run behind him a lot early.
Damian George has played very well, and he's the one they called the hold on. I'm anxious to see that, but he's played really well, and you know, he's a guy we tried to bring along all year long. He's more confident now. He knows what to do. I think he's understanding what it takes to be able to play successfully in a game. And he's done a really good job. He's a big old powerful guy, which is really what you'd like to have at right tackle. So he's done a good job.
We're going to finish up with Aaron.
I know we talk about him every week, but Will Anderson, he seems now he gets the focus of most of the attention from offenses, still goes out and performs. What did you see from him tonight?
Well, you know, Will played a lot of plays tonight. Played hard, made a lot of good plays. You know, I can't say enough about the way that guy competes and the way he plays in games. And even though people are trying to do something to block him, he still seems to be able to put pressure on the quarterback and play the run well. So, and we do some games where it makes it harder to have people chip them and block them. So I think that was helpful. But we had the most success today when we rushed 5 guys against this quarterback, and on third down at least, and pushed the pocket so he couldn't scramble, he couldn't extend plays. And when we contained him and did that, that's when we got the best pressure. And I think, you know, when you do that, you make 5 guys block 5 guys. Now somebody's got to block Will one-on-one. So that's helpful for him.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you.